fare.
Ma noi andiamo su YouTube ora.
Ti ricordi gli hotel portoghesi, brasiliani, su YouTube, a terra, su io con le gambe così, che guardavo seduto sulle scale.
Mi avevo dimenticato quella. Posso ripetere le cose un paio di volte. You sit here, you sit there.
Così a un certo punto cosa fa? Le gambe e io. Vediamo sta tipa entrare con il cappotto lungo tipo di plastica, questo chiarore da mosca, la tipa di che la segue il professore. Allora, cosa dobbiamo fare? Io guardo con l'antuono.
Qualcuno dal Brasile, no? In ordine, suo in ordine.
Il tavolo, dove lavora?
Il tavolo dove lavora, c'è l'ufficio?
No. Chiedere cose. Me there is a fireplace fully working that is been cladded with our material, and on the underside there is a storage unit. Behind me over there we have an integrated storage cupboards where you can see large slabs. Okay. So I think I'm gonna leave you for now and we can carry on. Oh, in a minute I'm gonna leave you for now and And I'll quickly finish the tour over here. You have, as I said, okay, I'm gonna pass the word to Italy now, and I think I'm gonna see you shortly after.
Uh, okay, here we are in Italy. Oh, okay, here we are in Italy. So welcome, Labas Vakaras, I guess in Lithuanian. So I'm very glad to join with you this evening. Let me say that it's extremely warm in here in Italy, and I'm very suffering. But let's say I hope the satisfaction is gonna be bigger than the suffering. I wanna start with a little gift, which is which Matteo, the video maker, can show you now. Viva Lietuva, Viva Kaunas, Žalgiris as well, even because I'm former basketball player, and therefore I follow it since I was children, Žalgiris, Sabonis, Marciulonis, and so on and so on. Okay. By the way, I forgot to say my name. My name is Marcello, as Marcello Mastroianni, and I've been coming to Lithuania for several years. So I hope you are pleased too to join with us this evening. We will go through our showroom. Okay, you already saw the one in London, but now we will move inside the one of Ariostea. We are exactly in the headquarters of Ariostea. The city is Reggio Emilia. We are in the district of ceramic tile producer, but not only. Also, for sure, you know Ferrari. Ferrari is just 10 kilometers far from here, the main factory. So let's move inside in order to show you what Ariostea is doing and what we can do for you. Stacca. Siamo yeah. This is the main entrance. As you can see, also the full facade of the building is covered with slabs because the slabs, or the ceramic slabs, as you prefer, is going to be the main issue today. We've been one of the pioneers in developing these slabs, ceramic slabs, and that's the result. We've been started 10 years ago with the first production, and now we can count on approximately 100 different kind of slabs. More than slabs, please follow me. More than slabs, I would prefer to talk about surfaces. Why? Because introducing the concept of the slabs, of the technology actually, of the slabs, we change also the approach about the ceramic. So we are not talking anymore about floor and wall covering, but furniture and furnishing. Here, just a second that Matteo is reaching, you see how we change, we transform our showroom. Here you got a classical example that the slabs, we say also marble slabs, are not only floor and wall. You got a countertop fully covered with onyx, in such a case, onyx Persia. The shelf as well. The garbage. So any details can be covered with slabs. While speaking, I let also the picture speak themselves, because I hope you will remain more impressed about what you see rather than what I say. Oh, devo fare una panoramica. By the way, the company itself is very popular for producing marble and stone. All the color now you're looking at are also available in the reality. So are coming from real quarry, from which we took the best slabs, the best pieces, and we tried to reproduce. Now you can have a look about one table made by Italian furniture company. The name is Bonaldo, so that we hope also to get some royalty from Bonaldo in case you will get some sales. Nobody knows. Yeah, it's very important to take care about the details while working, cutting, shaping the slabs, because they're becoming a real object of furniture. But about this, you don't have to be afraid, because Edita Righetto Studio has got a good team of master, which is able to shape all your idea. Here you got, let's say, a cabinet covered with Calacata Macchia Vecchia. I could explain you what's Calacata Macchia Vecchia, because it really existing. Is also pretty hard to find such a kind of marble in Italy, because of the low availability. But I repeat, it's better let the picture talk rather than speak, rather than. Then, if Matteo is following me, we will show you also. By the way, we got kind of 40 different kind of marble, plus 10 different kind of onyx, the one you are looking at right now. The wall, how to understand if are Ariostea slabs. It's pretty easy for you, pretty hard for us, because all of our slabs are transparent. There is no other slab available on the market which can give the same effect. This is thanks to several years of research and development, which allow us to get the same effect as the real onyx, let's say. And this is because we use special raw material as zirconium, for example. Zirconium is pretty popular also for the toothpaste, not only for for making ceramic tiles, or because we use a lot of fiberglass, allowing to get such a transparent effect. Not only, the advantages are many other. For example, we got the whitest tile available in ceramic business. Another application which is getting more and more popular, this mainly in the hotellery, are the ghost door. So here you see hidden or ghost door, and go inside a bathroom fully equipped with our surfaces. Is working like anything you are watching right now. Soap, water, which is, by the way, and dryer. I remind you that we are also in coronavirus time, so therefore wash your hands as much as possible, as often as possible, by the way. Okay. I will not stop talking about active, but just briefly, it's possible also to get our slabs with a special treatment, which make the slabs itself anti-polluted, antibacterial, and antiviral, by the way, which is a pretty popular issue lately, anti-odor, and self-cleaning. But that's another story. We will talk about this in the second episode, if they're going to be the second one. Now, Matteo, which is the video maker, the video shooter, will show you some application through our showroom, starting from on Breccia Capraia. By the way, on the bottom right side, you can see also a real piece of Breccia Capraia. This is the slabs we took from the quarry. This quarry is located in Carrara, the Carrara Apuane Alps, where most of the prestigious marble or well-known marble in the world is coming from. Capraia itself is very particular because the quarry is located in a national park of Carrara, so it's protected. It's not possible to extract marble all along the year, and therefore it's pretty hard to find such a real marble, natural one, available. What is also very distinctive from all the other ceramic producers and so on is that we are the only company who's got a showroom in Carrara. Carrara, I suppose that most of you knows that the capital of marble. So if anybody has got to buy big quantity of marble, Carrara is placed where to be. The second place is Verona, but it's mainly for merchant, is another story. I hope in the meanwhile you are appreciating all the details. Matteo, the video shooter, is submitting. We are trying to give you some idea or some inspiration, but it's also very important the inspiration you will bring us. So therefore, for any idea you got, please get in touch with Righetto. We will be pleased to make it real. So now I would like to show you another example about the difference. Actually, is not correct. The no difference between the real stone and our slab. The one now close up is Amazonite, is Brazilian granite, and the one in the back is Amazonite, Italian ceramic slabs. That's why it's pretty not correct to say that we are talking about ceramic, because the level of the quality of our material is much beyond of all of this. Now we are in the main part of the one of our showroom, because we will go through 3 different showrooms. It's been arranged with crystal. Crystal is a quartz, is a conglomerate. It's pretty popular mainly for countertop and so on. But I suppose it's very effective. I hope you're gonna get the wow effect. Just once again to underline that there's no limit to all of this. Yeah. This is a table. Okay, it's a very huge table. In my opinion, it was also not so easy to make it. I wonder how could we did, in which it's possible to watch some of the latest novelties from our company, starting from Capraia. I wish you would appreciate the details. So I mean, that what you see through the video is exactly what we are seeing now. So that it's impossible to distinguish what's the real and what's not real. And the best compliment we got, it was from Carrara showroom when the stone maker came visiting the showroom, and they say that when the material is fixed, is laid down, it's impossible to recognize if it is real or not. Another characteristic of the slabs is that they are also pretty flexible. It's possible to bend. The radius is not the biggest one, but even in such a case, we are the only ceramic using such a technology to allow such a bending. Last but not least, I take also the occasion for introducing you the 4 latest novelties. We introduced just 1 month ago. We are talking about Imperial Grey, which comes from, the real name of the stone is Invisible, is Turkish origin, pretty popular in North America right now, and not for flooring, but mainly for furniture covering. 3 kinds of green. 3 kinds of green, first of all, because the green is getting more and more fashionable. Let's say that we are, even if we are replacing the natural stone most of the time, or natural concrete or stone or whatever, we are also trendsetter, and therefore we are also looking for the best stone or the color of the stone, which will become fashion in few months or in few years. That's why 3 different kinds of green. Green Saint-Denis, which is Italian origin, close to the France, was very popular at the end of no, at the end of the 90s, it was not popular at all. Now, in fact, the natural one was costing around 25 euro per square meter. Now it's becoming once again popular, and the price is already over 100 euro. The second one is green Karzai, is Iran origin. Let's say that most of onyx, green onyx and green stone are Iran, Pakistan origin. The price of the regional stone is around 150 euro. And last but not least, the green brilliant, the stone is from Irish, is the most expensive because you can find this on the market for 300 euro per square meter. I'm talking about the public price, the price you buy going to Verona or Carrara and buying directly. The characteristic of the brilliant green is that it looks like to be a picture. So it's not just a stone, but to look at some picture made by some painter. Okay, now we are moving outside in the main garden. Here we are. It's a bit cooler now than before when we were in the main entrance under the sun. I can breathe almost. Actually, I would like also to smoke, but it's not polite. Therefore, I will postpone this. First of all, here you got an example of the garden covered with the slabs. Why I'm stopping on this? Because the material is 6 millimeter thickness, and therefore we wanna demonstrate that it's possible to put 6 millimeter in big size, because we talk about 3x1 format, even in outside. There's no limit. That's something which you should remember. I will try to accelerate. There, on the right side, you got the range. We are not producing only marble and stone, but we got also wide range of cement, looking, concrete, metal, oxide, not oxide, limestone. So the range is pretty wide. Now we are moving to, first of all, I would like to show you the part of our new showroom, which is fully covered with Nero Marchina. The facade is ventilated as well, the same as the main building, and it's very particular because the installation was the installation and the cutting, the shaping was made on site, on the construction site, and every piece you are looking is completely different from the other. And all these kind of cutting were made on construction site. I said before that we are trendsetter. Why? Because one of the first things I told you is that we were pioneering in developing the big slabs. It's very likely that right now we got the widest range available in this ceramic business. But also, while all the other companies, they were trying to follow us, introducing big slabs too, or applying for the technology of the big slabs, we decide to reintroduce the full body technology. The full body technology is what you are watching. So the material is exactly the same through all the body. You can dig, you can scratch, but the result is going to be the same. So we try, even in such a case, to make something different. And the result is amazing, because it's exactly like the natural stone. So there's no repetition in the pattern. So every tile is different from the other. The material is not only resistant, but also the effect is really natural one. This wall, for example, in which we had it, we shaped Fragmenta, that's the name of the collection, is made by 250 square meters of tiles. So just to have an idea how long it took us to make us this. Here you have a representation of the fragment trying to replace what the surface on the moon. So the structured one, not so structured, surrounded by the polish, which make all the wall more elegant and attractive, and make you understand that we are talking about the moon. Look. I hope the quality of the video is gonna be good, because yeah, but okay, colori sono okay. At the present, we got six different color. By the way, the stone is the name of the stone is Ceppo di Gre, which is pretty popular now. Ceppo di Gre is not exactly a stone; is a conglomerate. The origin is Iseo Lake nearby Bergamo. Bergamo, very popular, unfortunately, in the last period. Bergamo Brescia. It's pretty characteristic stone, very popular stone in the northern of Italy, where it's coming from. If may happen, you are in Milano, several facades of old buildings are still covered with such a kind of stone, conglomerate, sorry. Okay, now we are moving in the last part of the showroom, yeah, because I'm afraid you are getting bored, but I hope no, I hope you are still excited about what you are looking. Here we are in Domus, is the name of such a villa. It was the previous headquarters, let's say 30 years ago. Even in such a case, full equipped with the slabs. Starting from the table. Table is not made by us, but it is available on the market. By the way, the advantages of the slabs for table is to be, except the wide number of finishes, color, and so on, is also to get the effect of floating, because the slabs is very thin, but at the same time very resistant, perhaps the most resistant material available for furnishing. Therefore, I guess it's one of the dreams of many designers and architects not to get massive table, but very light, with light structure, floating, one word. Chiudo. Then, this is a real kitchen. I mean, if it might happen that one of you will be host in this company, we will also have for sure lunch in here. There is a kitchen full equipped with the induction. Because I was forgetting, it's the kitchen is the right balance between the 6mm, that's what you've been seeing up to now, and the 12mm. The 12mm is being introduced 3 or 4 years ago under the brand of Sapien Stone, and is mainly focusing on the countertop. So let's say the best balance is countertop 12mm, facade of the kitchen 6mm, heavier and lighter. The Caracata macchia vecchia is 6, the facade in such a case still 6. aspetta che lo faccio vedere. I know, perhaps I'm very repetitive, but please notice, so it's very important working with the slabs all to take care about all the details. It's the same when you are buying a furniture. So you're paying for the details. The details make the real difference. This is the induction, but we will show you an even better induction. I don't want to work with this because I'm not a cooker, even if I try, but actually it's working. I'm a I don't put the hand over the one, okay. Okay, yeah, everything is working. Yeah, there is also the fridge, so all what you need. By the way, prosecco as well. We got prosecco too. We are in Italy. Then I steal you just the last 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, no longer. We will go through the stairs. Once again, made in 6mm. Don't be afraid to use the 6mm even for the stairs. If the fixing is made properly, there's nothing to be afraid of. Here we are in Sapienstone. As I said, is the brand we established for promoting and selling the 12mm thickness. This is not real wood, it's 12mm. Previously, we were talking about the induction. Now I want to show you that's possible to get the induction even with the ceramic, with our ceramic, by the way. That's an induction plate. And what's the main difference between the existing induction and the one in ceramics? That the countertop, the kitchen countertop, is not anymore the place. I want to show that the water is through. Is not. Here there is the water, by the way. You see. I said the countertop of the kitchen is basically you are used to think about the place where you have to cook, and then you move to the table for having dinner, lunch, for eating. With the possibility to cover the full countertop with the same kind of material, the countertop itself is not anymore a countertop because when you finish to cook, you can eat on this table, or you can put like a shelf, like a cabinet stand, like a stand. So it's full part of the arrangement of the kitchen. That's why it's revolutionary, not really technically. I will show you also that it's working. Here there are the control. Yeah, I'm lucky because time to time. And now I choose the burst, the bigger one. Okay, now the temperature, which is on the top. A few seconds is boiling. By the way, one of the advantages of the induction is that the flame is pretty uniform and the food will be more. And the real way to see if it is induction or not is to test. No, actually, is not burning at all. It's not burning at all, thanks to the magnet and the fact that it's a real countertop. Okay, brief overview about the 12 millimeter. As I say, the wood imitation, which is, in my opinion, unbelievable. It's impossible to say if it's real or not. Another countertop. And last one, okay. What? You okay? Let's come back to the main showroom where we gonna switch the connection with London. 2 minutes. Ah, sì, sì. No, no, vai, vai. Ti aspetto dentro. Our video shooter will show you also the landscape from the terrace.
Pasakyt, nes čia nefilmuota medžiaga, tiesiogiai. Taip, taip, nematėt? Marcello?
Yeah?
Mi senti?
Sì,
Quanti
solo un
gradi
secondo.
adesso da voi?
Com'è?
Quanti gradi da voi? C'è caldo?
Sì, c'è caldo, c'è anche molta umidità.
Ah.
Sta per piovere, ci sono 30-35 gradi con un umido.
Kažkur tai ir labai drėgna.
Infatti, non vedo l'ora di andare dentro con l'aria condizionata. I can wait for going in with the air conditioner. Okay. The tour is ending in here, where we try to replace a fireplace covered with pietra piacentina. Pietra piacentina is one of the most popular stone in Italy. Perhaps Edita knows very well because she studied in Venice, and the origin of this stone is Udine. Let's say that many villas in Palladio's time were still made, but even the square of the city are covered with piacentina. You got an example of the real stone on the corner, and here the real stone. See the real. It's not really real. Double finishing structural. Okay, we switch to London now. They will finish the presentation over there, and we will come back in 20 minutes in our laboratory. Let's say to show you a workshop, a workout, while we are with our main master, while he's shaping the slabs, just to show you that is all what we do is a real one, so it's not. Okay, see you
Ciao,
in
ciao,
a
ciao.
few minutes.
Grįšim šiek tiek į Londoną. Ai, va,
You're back in
pabėgę.
London.
Hello.
Hi. So I'm in the same place where I was before. I'm gonna carry on the conversation that you just had with Marcello, and I want to show you the other two floors of the showroom, which really gives you the possibility to see other examples of the application of the slabs and give you some ideas for your own projects. So we're gonna now go upstairs. Okay. We're gonna go to the first floor. As I was explaining you before, the showroom here has been thought as a place to share and interact with each other, not only a showroom. Going upstairs, you will see that another good details is that you can achieve the vein continuity through the stairs, as you can do with natural stone. So over here, as you can see, we have created a mitre details with the stairs, and you have the veins running from the bottom to the top of the stairs. And now we are approaching the first floor, which has been created to basically host events and also to offer the local community meeting rooms and sharing space. Over here you have a meeting room, again same concept, all of the material in there has been all the furniture, the tables has been done with 6 mil slabs. You can also achieve a polished edge as my colleague is showing you. And here we have basically these two long tables, which has been created with sapien stone 12 mil. So the sapien stone range can also be used for office tables and places where you want to achieve also a chunky details, as you can see in these tables. Mainly here we host conference, meeting rooms, and presentation on the latest topics of the architects and design industry. And also, as I was saying before, is a space where you can come and work. We open to the public. They can come here and use it as a co-working space, and also find lots of idea and inspirations for their own projects. We're gonna quickly take you through this space. And we have a lovely intimate area which has been created with the latest materials, which is the crystal collection, which has been inspired by precious gemstone. Here we have created a nice details where we have inserted a black trim between the two tiles. And also the cabinet over here presents a lovely diamond shape door panels, which is a lovely details. And again, it's a place where you can come, have a meeting, and look at the materials. This is a gemstone in pink. And over here we have another lovely snug area. It's a different concept from the showroom you saw in Italy. As I say, it's a place to be shared, really, and to give inspiration to the architects and designers in London. We are in a very, very central location in terms of design. So the space was aimed really for them and to show them what you can achieve with the materials. We're now gonna go down to the basement, which is our last space. It's a slightly smaller showroom than the one you saw in Italy, so I'm not gonna take lots of your time. So as you just saw, each floor have got their own settings and their own purpose. The ground floor was mainly for um, entertaining. So you have this living room, kitchens, open plan. And now we're gonna go downstairs, which is our area dedicated to bathroom and wellness and spa. On the wall over here, you have some good examples of cut to shape you can achieve with the material, and also the material can be backlit, as Marcello was saying before. We are now in the basement, and as you can see, we're lucky enough to have a plunge pool that we use when we have party, of course. And Melia was saying it really shows the suitability of the material in wet environments, in humid environments. I'm going to show you a spa area in a second. And also behind me, it's a huge display of material that we have and products available. Here in London, we are a group showroom. So really, over there, we have over 250 products that are there to look through and to select. And it's really difficult to leave this showroom without finding the suitable color, material, finish for the projects. We're now going to show you what's on the other side. We have lots of examples of bespoke vanities. So the first one here is a solid block of one of our full body slab technology, together with the integrated storage on the right. Over here again is another good examples of vanity. They are all completely bespoke. That means that you can create anything so niche for your projects. You're not recreating something, but it's something only for that project. Carry on. We have a few more other examples. Here is, all done with the Calacatta Macchia Vecchia, which is one of the most popular marbles. Everything is being cladded, walls, floors, ceiling, the vanity, and also another nice idea that we have integrated some shelving done with the material. And again, it gives you that floating effect that Marcello was referring to before. And over here, we have something a little bit more crazy from the group brand, which is a petrified wood effect. We have recreated a spa area and a sauna. Again, for all the product, as you can see, you can achieve the vein continuity. So this is a really important details. And over here we have the Technostone basin, which gives a more of an industrial style basin. And we're gonna show you some details of the pool and what you can achieve with the ceramics. This again is another monolith basin, and now my colleague is showing you that you can also create your bespoke grid cover. You don't have to have, the stainless steel, and you can really create this seamless effect on the floor going inside to the pool. example. And as I said, the space here is smaller than the one in Italy. So I finished. I hope you enjoy. And if you have any questions, I'm sure we can respond afterward when the presentation is finished.
Proprio perché siamo in diretta, le protezioni devono essere attive. Mentre quella là c'ha le barriere, quindi ti puoi avvicinare.
Sì,
questa invece di mettere quelle
no,
barriere.
no, questa no, questo dobbiamo cercare anche di essere più...
Sì, e tu dici che ci sono queste, faccio vedere come definiamo un paio d'angoli là. Tra un minuto andiamo, capito? Vieni qua, gli dici, cosa veniamo lì.
The underside as well. Going, yeah. I hope you can see what we have done over here.
Yeah, give us one moment. Okay, we can switch now.
So it's another good details, you know, to collect the underneath of the stairs as well. I think now we can pass the line to Kaunas and
Dammi ok. Okay, here we are once again in Italy, from Italy. The group is getting bigger. I'm with the master, the main master of the company, Cosimo Mele. Is a former stone maker, and that's why we call for him in Ariostea, because he make magician with his own hands. And we are exactly in the laboratory where Cosimo is working and where he's creating what we supposed to create. So where the idea takes shape. Looking and so there are two main equipment for working with the slabs. There are equipment which can be used on construction site, but it's completely different story. Here instead we are in the laboratory where it's possible to create furnishing, cabinet, standing, and so on and so on. For this is necessary to get or CNC machine, which are working thanks to the blade, or even better, water jet, which we'll see later on. The laboratory, we decided to open such a laboratory, such a department, because we need to show and we need to create what we show in our showroom. So what you have seen up to now and what you see in London, you can see also in Berlin, soon in Copenhagen, Paris, are coming from this department. And also it's another evidence that all what we did is not a fake, but they are working and they are effective. Now we go to the water jet for a short example. Possible to do with the water jet. You must, it will be a bit noisy. You must know that the water jet is working thanks to the pressure of the water, but also thanks to the sand. And the sand is only Australian origin, because it must be in the right diameter. Otherwise, the cut will be not the correct one. It's possible also to recycle the sand and the water as well. Now you see, and you, I guess, also hearing the water jet in process. I cannot hear anything anymore. here. Can you see us? Yeah, I'm hearing you. They're showing. Okay. Okay, now the piece is ready. And Michelangelo, no, Raffaello, no, sorry, Cosimo. We gotta show you the result. You must understand that that's possible only thanks to water jet. So that's the tray with the symbol of Iris Ceramica Group, that the group which Ariostea belonged to. And being so precise is only thanks to the ability, okay, the skill of Cosimo and Simone, but also thanks to the water jet. Such a precision is not possible, well, perhaps by hand, I don't know. Cosimo, do you think you are able? Cosimo, pensi di fare lo stesso anche a mano? Michelangelo said, Cosimo said, that's possible also by hand. Now we go further, showing how to join. First of all, here you see a reception in progress. That is going to be the reception we're going to install in our new showroom in Milano. The opening is scheduled for the end of this year, so by the end of the year, September, October. If everything working out, you know, there are some trouble lately in Italy, all over the world, but I don't want to talk about this issue. We hope to close now. We show how to join the slabs once shaped to the main support, because the slabs itself is not resistant enough. Therefore, most of the time you have to apply for the slabs on different surfaces. One of them is the classic wood, which we don't like, for example, for the kitchen, absorbing too much water. The most proper material for supporting the slabs, mainly 6mm, is the aluminium honeycomb. That is also the most expensive. Or an alternative pretty performing is the, no, questo è poliuterano. Cosimo, è poliuterano questo? No. Is a, okay. Is the polypolluterane foam, which is light, the same as the aluminium honeycomb, and but at the same time not so expensive. What the main difference between polypolluterane and aluminium honeycomb is that it's possible with the aluminium honeycomb. It's possible to drill not the thickness, but just in the middle, and therefore to create a kind of anchor for stabilizing the slabs. Here instead, while drilling, you have to go the thickness. Now, Cosimo detto Michelangelo, or vice versa, I will show you how to join the slabs to the main support. He already pre-cut this the slabs in 45 degrees. So one of the secrets, one of the most difficult part is to cut the slabs in 45 degrees to join two pieces together. But once again, that's not so difficult if you could enjoy some CNC machine or some water jet. Now, Cosimo, we got two different kinds of adhesive for installing the slabs on the furniture. First of all, the one we must use for joining the support with the slabs, and is the B component plus class R2. Must be pretty flexible, let's say. So that even the moving tabs. Huh? Yeah, for whatever kind of surface. So you can use the adhesive I just show you for kitchen, for metal, for wood, for polycam, for whatever. It's suitable for everything. The class is Arch, the one who are involved in such a business, perhaps better. Now, instead, Cosimo is preparing the adhesive joining the 245 degrees. What he did, took the adhesive, which is completely different. Still is epoxy, a B component. Dove ce l'hai la PB? Beh, ok. Is epoxy because ce l'hai la PB, Cosimo? Ah, okay. This is the adhesive for joining the 5 degrees, the two pieces in 45 degrees. Is B component, you see? You see, you're showing inside. Why B component? Because one is the adhesive and the other is one to make the adhesive more liquid, wet. This is absolutely very strong, but it takes 24 hours to get dry. So once the material is installed, when the material is necessary to wait for 24 hours. Moreover, now I can show you there. Cosimo took such a painter color in order to make the color of the joint as much closer to the color of the ceramic tiles. Putting a bit of black, no, I will not, because otherwise, or brown or whatever, and mixing all together, it's possible to get exactly the same effect. Here you see Cosimo why spreading. We are using silicone because we have no time for a real application. But please don't use silicone. It's not strong enough. lining the piece. Now it would be, we are picking the other pieces, as you see, are in sequence, so that we respect the continuity of the grain or vein, as you wish. And that's why sequence, and there is also the number on the back of all of this. If not, also on the cabinet as well. Is the piece number 0? You see, number 1 goes. This is elementary, like in the elementary school, goes in 1. Now, I don't. My hands are not the same as the one of Cosimo. I'm a little disaster. It's necessary to glue both corners, only one, in order to get the best effect, the best result. Oh, yeah, it will succeed, don't worry. Perhaps it was. Ah, yes. Actually, now we are showing Cosimo is installing the facade without the adhesive, but it would be necessary to put the adhesive. Otherwise, first time you move the cabinet, you get broken. Cosimo, as I said, has got very long experience because he's been working the stone business for 20, even if he's so young, but for that,
Come again. Okay, perfect.
but it's necessary only a bit of practice, and anything is possible. By the way, the pieces, I don't know. Okay. Just to be sure that is exactly 90 degrees. Now, as any handicraft work, is necessary just to wait that the adhesive will get dry. Okay, now as any cooking show, we show you while preparing the cube, the cabinet, and once the cabinet is ready. Cosimo, in this moment, is removing the scotch, and he will start refiling and finishing the cabinet. it start removing all the grout all the grout in excess. And at the same time, we will also round the corner in order not to be so sharp. Yes, you see, yes, as I said, it's basically removing all the excess of or what exceeded, or what excess the glue, rounding the corner. In order to make the corner even shiner is to use wax, as this one. La usi is così. Yeah, so we are getting closer to see the final result or the end of the process. You see, by the way, you see that Cosimo is removing all the excess with a cutter. So this is also very important to understand that the material is pretty resistant. You don't have to be afraid to scratch it. And you see, oh, yeah, now it's cleaning. Finito. Okay, okay, yes. We of course we had not enough time for showing you how to make the wall cube, but you see absolutely the result, which is exactly which reproduce or make it. First of all, it was very effective. Secondly, it looks like to be the real stone. So, and that's what we are our purposes, to create something which can be replaced, or we are replacing what the nature is doing, improving what the nature is giving to us. Now, just for closing, you can see some furniture in process. Here you see the furniture, which is already covered with the ceramic. You see, here you see the details from this part. From this part, while Cosimo is installing the facade. Even the facade is covered with 6 mm thickness slabs. Of course, the hinges has to be strong enough for supporting the facade. Now we cannot fix because yeah, we have to finish to finish. Okay. Here in the laboratory, we try to concentrate the workshop, the workout in few minutes. In fact, Cosimo is sweating. You don't see, but perhaps yes. Me too. Now we finish with the presentation. We can say hello to Michelangelo, Cosimo. Say it also Major of Sassuolo, next Major of Sassuolo, and Simone as well. So, if you have any question, we are at your full disposal. Please do not hesitate, do not be shy.
Jeigu kas klausimų turi, tai
We can answer all what your doubt or curiosity or whatever, even more, even Cosimo can support us in all of this.
One question. 1 square meter, the stone slab, the price. For example, middle price from cheapest to expensive, more expensive. Marcello?
Aspetta, non fa l'inquadratura davanti di magari inquadrami da qui piuttosto.
nežinau, kažkaip nesijungia. Marcello, mi senti? Marcello?
Piano, molto lontano.
Molto piano?
Sì, molto.
Hanno chiesto... Pronto? Sente?
Sì,
adesso sente?
prova a dire, dita...
perché ci sono le domande. Hanno chiesto i
bisogna
prezzi.
che però alzate un po' il volume, io sento piano. Pop up the volume.
Labai tyliai girdi, tai... hanno chiesto i prezzi medi.
I prezzi?
Sì.
It's very expensive, the most expensive. Dipende. I prezzi di cosa? Delle lastre, delle lavorazioni?
Kainos priklauso labai nuo dydžio, nuo apdirbimo.
Però sento molto basso.
Ten apie kainas, kai kalbėjo, tai kalbėjo apie pačių tikrų akmenų, reiškia kainas. Šnekėjo, kad tai yra labai labai brangus marmurai.
Prova a parlare, dita, perché non ti sento.
Non mi senti adesso?
Ti sento, ma molto bassa.
Molto bassa. Dariau? Mane labai tyliai girdi. Negaliu rėkti ant senamiesčio. Sakė, tyliai girdi. O yra klausimų? Gal mes tiesiog, jeigu ne, tai keliaujam į Londoną ir tiek reikalų toliau. Senti, allora possiamo andare a Londra? Allora, non c'è le domande. Non ci sono le domande. Non ci sono le domande.
È tuo.
Mi senti meglio?
Prova?
Adesso senti meglio?
No, ti sento
No.
come prima. Sento il tuo collega. Yeah, I can hear you.
Let's go to Edita with your phone and we can hear you and answer via the web.
Adesso?
No, stiamo chiedendo al tuo collega di portarti il telefono perché...
Ok. Šiek tiek techninių kliučių yra, pirmas kartas, iš tikrųjų ir taip labai džiaugiamės, kad tai įvyko, nes iš esmės tiesioginis eteris yra sudėtingas reikalas. Dėl to sakau, terasa pozityvas, jis išbandė visus pozityvumo formas nuo šiandienos liučių
I can hear you. I cannot hear Edita. Very, very low, extremely low.
Vieni. Adesso?
No, come prima, Edita. Sì, adesso sì.
Ok, allora kalbėsim per telefoną ir kartu mane girdėsit. Tai rimtų klausimų yra. Lino klausimą jau girdėjau.
Edita, parlo
un attimo perché
in italiano. Sì.
Sto chiedendo se ci sono le domande, però non ci sono. Per cui possiamo procedere.
Beh, spero che almeno sia rimasti piacevolmente impressi, insomma.
Uždavė klausimą, ar bent jums patiko.
At least your opinion. Devo sapere la loro opinione, se gli è piaciuto.
Norėjau išgirsti jūsų nuomonės, gal kažkas. Hanno detto che il showroom è proprio interno, è bellissimo. Ha detto un architetto. Sì.
Ma hanno trovato una qualche ispirazione, dite o no?
Paklausė, ar kažkokį įkvėpimą jūs radote savo? Hanno chiesto per marmo bianco se il vino rosso si butta e dopo una notte si pulisce?
Ma sì, non ci sono problemi assolutamente, ci sono anche dei video disponibili, però vi abbiamo appena fatto vedere adesso con Cosimo che abbiamo utilizzato delle colle bicomponenti possidiche e il materiale non si è macchiato, sono molto più aggressivi rispetto a qualsiasi...
Iš tikrųjų nėra problemų ir yra šiaip daug video ir daug yra informacijos apie tai, kaip tai išsivalo. Ir būtent kodėl naudojama šitos plytelės tiek virtuvėse ir panašiai, tai būtent dėl šitos problemos, nes bet kuris marmuras jisai palieka iš tikrųjų dėmes ir ne tik nuo raudono vyno, nuo to pačio vandens.
È il vero vantaggio, è il vero vantaggio della lastra ceramica rispetto al marmo naturale o qualsiasi altra pietra. Quindi
proprio ho spiegato adesso. Sì, ho spiegato proprio quello.
Un assorbimento meno dello 0,01% che appunto fa sì che il materiale non si macchi, a differenza del marmo vero che ha una porosità molto alta.
0,01% atitikio ramumas.
Non si graffia.
Ir nesibraižo, tai vat visi pliusai.
E allo stesso tempo avete l'effetto del marmo vero, perché non c'è differenza tra una nostra lastra, e questo ve lo può confermare anche Cosimo, che 30 anni che 30 anni che lavora, 20 anni che lavora.
30 metų uždirbantis žmogus su marmuru, kada mes žiūrime į paviršių, neturim skirtumų tarp marmuro plytelės ir marmuro plytelės. Grazie.
Grazie a voi. Chiudiamo qua, Edita?
Sì, chiudiamo, mi sembra. Baigiam? Grazie, Marcello. Grazie, Cosimo. Arrivederci.
Grazie a voi. Ci vediamo presto.
Ci vediamo presto.
Labas vakras. Enjoy yourself.
Tai Dariau, mes dar jungsimės kažkur, ar jau ir pabaiga? Jau viskas. Tai kaip ir šiandieną baigiam šitą kelionę, tikiuosi, kad tiesiog įrašykite mailus, Linai, mergaitė į Londoną. Jin tikrai atrašys. Tai gero vakaro, tikrai visus klausimus mums uždavinėkit ir ką galiu pasakyti, kad tai tikrai medžiaga labai stipriai skulptūriška, tikrai tinkanti aukšto lygio sprendimams. Tai priklauso viskas tik tai nuo idėjų, nuo vaizduotės ir kiek toliai jinai nuneš. Tai tiek. Gražaus vakaro.